Hello everyone, tylovsims here, and welcome back to my dream house build. This is part two. If you missed part one, it should be up in. I'll have like a playlist or something on my channel, so that way you'll be able to find it. I am recording this right after doing part one, so that's why I'm like kind of all over the place, but it's okay. So yeah, in the last part, we framed up the walls, we put in the kitchen, did a little bit of detailing, and I think we'll just continue on with the furnishing. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into the dining room. So for the dining table, I'm definitely going with a round dining table. It's become very clear very quickly that I'm not a big fan of table hierarchy with rectangle tables. Like round tables are not as spatially efficient, which is why I think they're not as popular. But when I'm cooking, and you like serve it on the table, like if this is a meal, you put the meal here, everyone can grab it. Nobody is reaching over one another. You can see everybody that you're talking with, and I think that's just very, very nice. And that's why I want it in my home. So there's that was um, my little table thing. So, and I love these chairs. These chairs came in, it was like a CC, like the Hey Harry collab that they did with the Sims team. And they're so simple and really nice. And I love them. I love those chairs. I want them in real life. If anyone knows where I can get a chair that looks similar to this, please just let me know. Comment below, because I would get them in a heartbeat. Love that little rug. And I kind of want some greenery over here. We have a snake plant in real life. It's a little bit bigger than this. And I really, really love it. It requires no maintenance pretty much. And it just sits there and does its thing and looks good. Which is my criteria for a plant. I'm like, how little effort do I have to do to have a good looking plant? And for me, the snake plant is it. Now I'm at risk of overplanting the space. Can you overplant a space? I think you can. I think you can. I think it's rare, but I think you can. I'm gonna put another little fruit bowl over here. There's that too. Maybe I'll get rid of this fruit bowl. We'll get rid of that fruit bowl, and then we'll find something beautiful. Maybe cookbooks. Yeah, let's put the cookbooks in the kitchen. There we go. I have an obsession with books. I love reading, I love books, and there's gonna be a lot of books in this home. So yeah, that's just be prepared to see a lot of books. A lot of them. I have a reading nook planned. That's what over here is going to be. I was like, I'm going to put a little surprise in here for myself. In the last video, I'm like, you could have just said it. It's going to be a book nook. It's going to be. So yeah, I'm going to like decorate that all up, and it's my little treat to myself. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it there. I love minimal design. It's very just like simple, easy to get around in, and that's what I want. Just like really peaceful. And here's my wood stove. I said in the last video that this was gonna be like in my head. This is an off-grid house. I'm not doing it in The Sims because in The Sims off-grid they take away your water too. It's not just it's not just the actual power itself. And in real life, you can have a well. So this house will have a well, and that's why I'm not doing the official off-grid lot challenge thing. But let me just place these pillows here. I love these pillows. I couldn't find them forever. They're really buried. They're in the misc decorations, and now that I've found them, obsessed. You're going there, and not red. We're not doing red. Oh, I like the green. do I go green? I like these kind of orangey colors too. Orange or green? Orange or green? I'm gonna leave both of them for now, and as the rest of it takes shape, we'll go from there. And I love this coffee table. The detail on it, the aged look that it has, like this kind of aged look. Look at all of the detail on that. Some of the more newer Sims packs, they've really nailed the detailing on it. Like that kind of wood graining and the fancy design word for this kind of worn edge is patina. So the patina that's like on that is just so pretty. Plus, like, if it's not too precious, then you don't have to worry about it as much. Like, you're not going to worry about this getting chipped because it kind of already is. And that's something that I love. Like, houses shouldn't be too precious. I've heard of people who, and like, maybe you are, and that's totally okay. I get wanting a really pretty living room kind of like setup and whatever, but like I know people who have formal living rooms that are like only used on really specific certain occasions, and other than that they just don't go in them. And like, where if that's you, like that's totally fine, but for me, I just don't have the kind of, like, I just don't have that as a need. I want something that I can use and not feel too precious about. Maybe it's because I'm a little clumsy. But that's kind of that's my thought process with this, is something that I don't have to be too precious with. And I love that little throw. The little throw that's on this. This is a snowy escape chair. Again, going off of texture, that little wool, oh, it's probably like faux wool. But it's just so, it's pretty. It looks really cozy. And I just want to, like, you know, curl up with them. Like, I can see it happening. I can see me curling up here or over here, more likely, actually. But like taking the blanket, coming over here, curling up, fire on. Oh, it would just be so nice. It would just be nice. That's really bulky. If this was like this size and I could still put something on it, I would use it. But I don't feel like messing around with the Alt key. This is me now being a lazy builder. But yeah, and I'm gonna go with the darker wood, I think. Maybe we should do the white because that's white. Nah, live a little, go a little darker. When it comes to mix matching wood tones, I say just go for it, because like trees are all different wood tones. Even the same species of tree is a different wood tone. And because of that, like, they do look good together. They do. You just have to trust it and go for it. And I think it can turn out. One of the things I learned during, like, when we were doing the interiors of this house, like in real life, is I didn't fully commit to some of the design ideas that I wanted. Like, I hesitated. And now I'm like looking at a few of the choices that I made, and I'm like, this, like, you should have gone for it a little bit, like a little bit harder than you did. Like, my office, I really wanted a pink office, which is like shocking, I know, because this house is so neutral here. Like, the one that we're building is really neutral, but I really wanted a pink, like a pink office, and because of that, I got a little shy with putting it everywhere. So I just have like one wall and a door that's in pink, and I really wish I had have fully committed and done all of the walls and even the ceiling. Everybody forgets the fifth wall. And like, I wish I had done the full room in that pink, and just kind of gone for it. Sorry, I was just looking around my room. That's why there was that major pause there. So I wish I just would have gone for it. And that's my kind of approach now with like with mixing wood tones and design decisions, is like, when you make one, don't be afraid to go for it, because when you go for it is when it can really pay off. The payoff is definitely there, I think, at least. So like, just go for it. So if I ever want to pick up a paintbrush again for this for this room, I will definitely be going for it. So I think I'm going to put that there, and maybe like a tissue box. You always need a tissue box. Like, there's always going to be a need for a tissue box. So it's just finding a place to put it that's not like fully in the way. I like that. And then for over here, what kind of art do I want? I think I want to go with this one. There is a wonderful, like, the reason why I love this is it reminds me of this person. There's a wonderful local artist in the region where I'm from, and they do ink. They do like an ink outline of either maps or like popular locations around the city where I'm from, and then they watercolor them, and they are absolutely gorgeous. And this kind of aesthetic reminds me of it a bit in The Sims, and I would love to have one of their big prints that they do. It's my goal. I really want one. They're absolutely gorgeous. So in my head, this is a reflection of that, because I think, like, with art, like, the more personal or the more meaningful that you can make the art, the better, in my opinion. And having a print like that from a local artist, that's also like a subject about the place where you are and where you're located, I think is just so, like, I love the idea of it. So that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Also, I think I changed my mind on these tiles. I think I am gonna go gray. I think the room can take the darker color. There's a lot of light in here. So that's the plan. All right, so now I'm gonna play around with lighting. I kind of like these little lamps, these little lantern lamps. Love them. To bring back the fancy word, they have a nice patina on them as well. It reminds me of like copper, like when copper oxidizes and like turns that kind of greeny color when oxygen hits it over time. It's it's super nice. So that's my that's why I'm going with that. And then for over here, I think I will leave that one overhead light, just because you do need some overhead light. I know I said I was kind of against overhead lighting, but you do need some of it. So we'll move that over there. In the entryway, like, we'll have spaces for like coats. Your shoes will go down below under here, but there's always a need for the weird little like handhelds that you have, like your wallet, your keys, that type of stuff. And I find having a place like a tray or a bowl or something like that can make it look like you didn't just throw it down. Like, there's a purpose to having them there. And that's kind of what this represents. And right when you come into a home too, like, I want something that just, you can tell immediately whose home it is and like see some personality. So maybe these will represent some, like, maybe pictures or of like hikes and stuff like that we've gone on. I did a lot of camping growing up, and I still do. So I have a lot of pictures of like, you know, family and friends and stuff like that from different camping trips that we've gone on. So I'll probably have little frames like that, you know, this one too, like that, kind of littered around the place, and that's what they represent. This is like the little camping trips and stuff that we've done. So yeah. Now I've got to bring in. We have cats, and with that we're gonna have to bring in space for the kitties. So we'll do 2 bowls here. And I know in real life you're like, you separate them from where they eat, like they all have their own bowls, like that type of stuff. Like we do that, but when they're not eating, the bowls sit there together. And then when we do feed them, it's like, you know, we spread them apart, they have their own spot. That's kind of that's the approach. But in The Sims, that really doesn't matter. The cats don't fight over food in The Sims. And I'll put a little cat scratcher over there, so that way they hopefully don't attack my furniture, although chances are they will. Anybody with cats will know that I swear they do stuff just to get a reaction from you. I think they do. I think all pets do. So, yeah, I think we'll move on to the primary. So we're gonna do double bed for sure. And where are they? These. I like these a lot too. Like, for the same reason that I like all the other ones. Like, they're kind of worn. Plus, older, this is my hot take, older furniture tends to be a higher quality than the more flat pack style that we have now. That's just, in my experience, that's kind of what happens. And because of that, I'm like, if it has survived the test of time and it has picked up some of this and it still works great, that just shows you how good a quality it is. So why not keep it and continue to use it? That's my kind of thought pattern. Plus, then you're not like buying new all the time. So that's that's my goal. I think I'm gonna go with a plant over here. And like in this head, I'm not gonna say it out loud, because like if you have it, these types of devices, it will likely pop off. But we have a home assistant, so that'll be one of them. And then this is like another one in the middle of the room. So because we have the smart home assistant that shall not be named, we'll need a few of them. So that's why there's one in the main space and one that's in here. So, and I'll probably put one over here in like the office as well. So that way we're fully connected everywhere that we are, to like our lights and stuff like that. So I've become a little spoiled with it. If you don't have one, you don't need one. Like, I'm not gonna be that person that's like, oh, you're missing out or whatever. Like, you don't need it. It's not the be all end all. But when you have one, you do become very accustomed to using it, which is my fancy way of saying like you're a little spoiled. When you have one, you get a little spoiled. So that's why I'm like, let's keep them. I think we would struggle to not have them now. Mostly because I couldn't tell you where some of our light switches are. That's awful to say, but for some of our light switches, not a clue where, which one does what. Like, we have the light switch grouping that you can get where it's like, 2 or more switches that are all in one little little area. We have that in a couple of the rooms that we have, and I couldn't tell you what light switch does what light. Like, one's for our hallway, one's for the kitchen and one's for like the like, you know, pot light thing that we have for like downlighting over our counter. And I couldn't tell you which one does what. So because of that, I'm like, you know, smart lights do have a benefit when you have multiple multiple circuit switches. So that's my reasoning for continuing to have the Google Home. Oh, whoops, I said it out loud. I think it's okay. You have to do, there's like a specific speech that you have to use with it, but yeah, that's why I want to keep despite the house. Sorry if that popped off any of your smart homes if you have them, but yeah. So there we go. I love a really calm, chill bedroom. So that's what this is. Just super calm, really chill. We don't have a ton of like clothes and stuff, so this would be plenty of storage. Like this would be my partner's half, my half, and then just our regular old like set of drawers. So we don't need a ton of space for like clothing and stuff like that. So mostly because I don't like doing laundry. And because I don't like doing laundry, I don't want a lot of clothes because then I have to wash them all. Now, I will do this off of camera to save a lot of the repetitiveness that this is going to take to do. But I'm going to fill these shelves with books and trinkets and things like that, just for the little reading nook purposes, but I will do that off of camera because if it's a lot of holding down the 9 key, raising everything, and then alt placing, and it's going to be really tedious. And for how tedious it's going to be, I don't want to have to, you know, force you all to sit through that. So I'll do that off camera, but that's what this is. This is the reading nook. And I kind of like this. I do, I kind of like it. Like, don't worry, there'll be like plants and stuff. Like, I'm gonna put, where is it? This one here. We'll do that kind of hanging and use a little bracket key. So just to give you an idea, this will be here. Kind of in that vibe. There'll be some more plants and like little trinkets, and it won't all be books. Like we'll you know, everybody has those little like trinkety things or like memorabilia from places, and you need a spot to put it. So that'll be my display, and I like having it in the like in the bedroom ish. Like it's kind of off to the side, but I like having it in here because you see it every morning. So when you wake up, it gives you something cool to look at. Like you start with a fresh, nice, fun memory, and then you go out and do the rest of your day. So that's what that's for. I think I'm gonna leave that there. We do have a TV. I didn't put one out in the living room. We don't really use the TV in our living room right now. I know not everybody likes having a television in the bedroom, but we never use the one in our living room. And if it's movie night or something, like, you know, the pizza's going here, the like, you know, the headboard or whatever becomes the back of the chair, like, and you're going for a movie night in here, because I have a tendency to fall asleep in movies. So if that happens, I want to be in bed where it's comfy. So that's why the television is in the bedroom. I used to be against it, but I grew accustomed to it. So this is the ensuite, and the one request that my partner asked for was a very nice bathtub with a view. So don't worry, in real life, this would not be here. It's like we're gonna be in the forest, so there will be a lot of trees that are all through here. I want it to feel like you're right outside, and I'm gonna do kind of like meadow flowers and stuff. I think it's gonna look really nice. So that's why there's like a big window with the soaker tub underneath of it. So that way, the request that I was given can be fulfilled. And I love having kind of plants and stuff. Our real life bathroom is not big enough to have this type of fancy like it is fancy, this type of fancy approach to decorating a bathroom. Like our current space just isn't big enough for something like this. So when designing this house, I was like, do you know what? Why not give yourself the ensuite that you that you want? Because I think when it comes to designing like a dream home, you can do anything. Do anything that you want. You know, we fall into the trap, I think, of like conventional approaches to design and thinking of like how a house should be. But when you're able to do your own thing, or like even if it's just in The Sims, like you can do anything that you want. Anything. So don't be afraid to like indulge. And this is the indulgence. This bathroom that's what's happening. So design is so cool. It's so fun. There are so many possibilities of what you can do. So why not just go for it? Try something. And if you don't like it, you can change it. So I think we'll start with that. And then I want a big vanity. So we'll go with yeah, let's go with that. I don't need a dual vanity. I just don't. I know a lot of people like having the dual basins, because it's like convenient when you're getting ready in the morning and all that jazz. But I don't know. I just don't think I need one. We don't have one now, so I'm used to not having one, and I think it's fine to just continue not having one. Our current towels are blue, so that's why I'm putting blue towels down. I'm just used to seeing blue towels. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe... No. When it comes to a bathroom, I want the lighting at face height, because then it just makes it really, really easy. And it looks better than downlighting. I'm taking a stance on this. I am kind of against downlighting. I have to have it in The Sims because lighting in The Sims it's better than previous games for sure, previous Sims games, but it's still not good enough to be the only thing that you have, like to not have them. So, because like with that, way too dark. So you do need one, maybe two actually, just because of how dark it is. So in The Sims, they're kind of needed. In real life, you can get away without having as much of a reliance on overhead lighting. I'm gonna change the lighting temperature and everything too, so that way it's like warmer and maybe not as bright. But in real life, you can get away with a lot more. So I don't like those types of shower stalls. They're not big enough. Not that I need a massive shower, but there's not a lot of elbow room. I don't know if you've ever been in one of those types of like little shower stalls, and you can probably get some that are different sizes, but I just find that they're not like they don't have a lot of space. So that's why I'm just not going to have one. And I'm hiding the toilet over here. So when you walk in, like the first thing that you see is not the toilet. So that's kind of the vibe of over here. So we'll throw, maybe, no. Yeah, we'll throw that in. I'll move that over. And pop in just a little bit of extra storage. I like having storage in the bathroom because you need storage for all your little, like, you know, kind of bits and bobs that you don't think about really when you're designing it until much later. So we'll throw that in there. And then some type of tile. Kind of, yeah, that's a cool vibe. Maybe we'll put the tile back here. And then for the actual paint color, I'm not sure what kind of paint color to go for. Do I go with gray? Gray's a little like, oh no, I'm not a big fan of the gray. Blue? Blue bathrooms are a little on the nose for me. Maybe put the wood in. Sure. Also, I've decided that we're upgrading the towels. The towels are not going to be. No, let's go with the white towel. We'll go with the white tile. And over here will be these. So, yeah. So anyway, there we go. I think I'll leave this here. Again, we got a lot done. We did the living room, dining room, bedroom. I'll do this off camera here. And we got the bathroom in. So we're just kind of, you know, trucking right along. And anyway, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed part 2. Again, longer video. So thanks for, you know, for sticking with it and getting all the way through. And, you know, like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to see more. And like all those YouTube things that help the algorithm. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you all in the next part.